I have not seen him yet, but I hear from my colleagues that it is scary. The palace rarely opens their doors for everyone. Tonight, the new king of werewolves will be crowned. After he shifts to his wolf, everyone is invited to this occasion except me. My father strictly forbade me to leave the house in our pack land. It locked me in my room alone and threatened to punish me for disobeying his command. I do not know why my father suddenly changed. He was not like this to me when mother was still alive. He was always angry with me, and he always punished me just for the little things. If only my mother were here, she would not let me be alone. They will definitely take me along and celebrate with others. They can't do this to me. I need to see the transfiguration of the new king, I said to myself. I want to be free sometimes and do the things I want to do. I want to experience living according to my own decision. I grabbed my bag and put some change of clothes. I broke my glass window and jumped down from the 4th floor. I know he will be angry with me and punish me when he finds out what I did, but I do not want to think about that thing for now. I ran fast as soon as I shifted to my wolf. I ignored everything that came into my mind because I disobeyed my father's command. I knew he will bind me again to the tree of sin where he buried my mother's body. That tree reminded me of the saddest event of my life, where everything started to change. I can feel the exhaustion filled my body as my legs become weak from a long run. The kingdom is located at the center of all packs. When I arrived at the celebration venue, I saw how many werewolves attended this event. In front of the stage is the king who will be retiring after his son Zeus started to shift tonight. I also see my father sitting in the first row with his beta and other alphas with their betas. I shift back to my human form and put my clothes on. Female wolf can shift in their 18th birthday while male wolf shifts in their 21st birthday, but the royal blood is different. They shift when they become 25, but they are strong even in human form. I smile when I see his form as a human. He is really handsome from what I heard from the female warriors of the pack. His presence makes me want to run to him and kiss him so bad, but I remember his reputation. He's not the type of guy who will just allow anyone near him, even girls. I shook my head. That thought is for my mate only. I study him and he is not smiling at all. I wonder why. It is time, my son. The moon is in its highest peak, the king said. When the light of the moon hit the golden stage, the new king started to shift. Everyone becomes silent for a moment. It looks like they were holding their breaths. I can see every inch of his body sweating while the transformation is starting. He didn't make any sound like he's in pain. His bones started to move until the first shows, and he transformed into his wolf. This is really breathtaking. The once handsome man changes into a huge midnight black wolf with a white half-moon mark in his forehead. That's the birthmark of every king in their wolf form, but the color is not always black. The previous king is a brown wolf. They are all shouting, "Hail for the new king, hail for King Zeus," and I joined them from here. I'm still shouting when I see my father looking at my direction. We lock our eyes together, and by that I knew I'm in trouble. I shift back into my wolf form and run as fast as I can back home. I know he will punish me. He always will. I reach the pack house in no time and lock the door of my room. I know there is no escape to my father's fury. Even the closed door can't stop him from hurting me. As if he heard my thoughts. The door harshly opened, and my furious-looking dad grabbed me by my hair and dragged me outside into the sinful tree where all my pack members already here and now witnessing another painful punishment. How can they come here so fast? I thought they will still stay for a couple of minutes to congratulate the new king. How many times do I have to tell you that you must obey me? How many times? He shouted while dragging me outside and tying me in the tree. Dad, please, I just want to see him shift, that's all. No one saw me except you, I said while crying. I told you, you can't come, and you disobeyed me, Katerina. Dad, stops this. This will not help things to get better, my brother Sam shouted. You know what our law is. I am the alpha, and your sister disobeyed me. She needs to be punished. Dad, this is too much for her. The last time you punished her was because she talked to our visitors. She's my sister, and there's nothing wrong with what she did today. We all need to be there. Samuel, are you disobeying me too? Why do you always take her side? No, Dad, but I want you to realize that she's my sister and your daughter too. Sam, it's okay. It's my fault, so let it be. I'm used to this, I said, looking straight to my father's eyes. His eyes, that was once full of love and happiness, His eyes, who's once looking at me like I'm the precious child on earth, is now holding the whip that is specially made for me. It has the stains of my blood from my previous punishment last week when I went out of the pack house and picked some roses in the backyard garden when a man come and talked to me. I don't think that it will make my father so much angry. This is for your disobedience, Katerina, and I hope this will be the last. And then I feel it, the kind of pain I've been receiving for almost 8 years. Every whip in my back gives me the strength to not show any emotions, my pain, sadness, and hurt against my father. I will not cry again for this stupid punishment. I've had enough of this. I can take every blow, just make him feel better. I hope this time you will learn your lesson, Dad said. Really, Dad? Or this time I should realize that I am the one who you blame for the death of Mom. That's the last thing I said before I blacked out. I saw a beautiful butterfly and I follow it deep in the forest. I'm all alone because Mom is preparing our food. I asked her if we could have picnic near the river and she always grant my wishes. Kath? She said, looking around. I can't hear her because I'm too distracted with this beautiful butterfly until I reach the cave where the bear lives. Ah. A bear suddenly appeared and attacked me. Katerina. Mom shouted. Mommy, help me. Help me. I shouted back. All of a sudden my mom shifted in her beautiful brown wolf and protected me from the bear trying to get me. She knew she can't win, and with just a blink of an eye, the bear claws hit her chest and blood comes rushing. Kalisha. My dad shouted, and all of a sudden a lot of pack warriors attack the bear and kill it. Kalisha, don't leave me. I need the pack doctor now. He shouted, but before the pack doctor arrived my mom was dead. Dad asked me what happened, and when I told him the reason, he looked at me and slapped me in the face. That is the day when Dad started to change. Every time I made mistake, he will tie me in the sinful tree and whip me over and over until I pass out. That tree is where he buried my mother. It is where he would punish me every time he wanted to.